Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Law Tonight, the show where India's criminal laws get explained with more drama and an episode of Boston Legal. Now, you might think, why care about laws? I'm a good citizen. Sure, but so was Mike Ross before he joined Suits without a law degree. And tonight, it's not Harvey Specter we are talking about. It's Harvey Specter trying to argue a case in Patna during peak summer when the fan isn't working. Let's roll the intro. India's criminal system rested on three big acts, our very own three musketeers, except instead of swords, they had triple forms. First one, IPC, the Indian Penal Code, 1860. Drafted under the British, imagine Judge Judy, but dealing with horse thefts. CRPC, the Code of Criminal Procedure, 1973. The instruction manual if IPC is the movie, CRPC is the DVD commentary. Indian Evidence Act, the proof guide and no, my uncle told me, doesn't count unless your uncle is Perry Mason. One new laws. By 2023, these laws were older than half the furniture in my grandmother's house. Outdated. They didn't even imagine cybercrime, terrorism or WhatsApp forwards. So the government said, time to update. No more Victorian English. Let's make laws that sound Indian and actually deal with today's crimes. Enter the new trio. Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, which replaces Indian Penal Code. Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita replaces CRPC. And thirdly, Bharatiya Sakshya Adhinyayam replaces Evidence Act. Basically a reboot. Law and Order became Law and Order Special WhatsApp Unit. Old versus new with Law and Order dun dun dun. Old IPC never dreamt of cybercrime. In 1860, hacking meant chopping wood. And new BNS covers cyber fraud, mob lynching and organized crime. Basically, the old laws were for bullock carts, theft, and the new laws finally ready for cryptocurrency scams. Punishments, old laws, harsh penalties, but endless delays. And new laws, deadlines, charge sheet in 90 days, and trial within 3 years. India's attempt at being Judge Judy, quick, terrifying and with less sarcasm. Trial and evidence. Old Evidence Act, paper-based, slow and unreliable. And new BSA, access to digital proof, CCTV, WhatsApp, emails. But yes, your 2 a.m. I miss you text could now be Exhibit A. Okay, let's put this in perspective with real cases because laws aren't just words, they decide lives. And case study 1, Nirbhaya case, which happened in 2012. Public and brutal gang rape in Delhi 2012. Public outrage was massive, but under the old CRPC, despite fast-track promises, the trial stretched for over 7 years before final executions in 2020. Why? Appeals, paperwork, evidence, delays, endless procedures, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. The old framework simply wasn't designed for speed. The case shook India and it exposed how outdated the system was. Justice delayed isn't just a phrase. It became reality for Nirbhaya's family. Case study 2. Digital crimes today. Take cyber fraud. In 2019, Gurgaon police reported scams worth 150 crores through fake bank calls. Under old IPC, such crimes weren't clearly defined. Prosecutors had to fit them under cheating, weak and outdated. Under BNS, clear sections for cyber fraud, electronic identity theft and online harassment, plus BSA allows digital evidence, bank logs, WhatsApp messages and CCTV as primary proof. That means cases that once dragged or collapsed can now move faster with actual evidence courts accept. For a victim, that's not just law, it's hope. Benefits. Indianized, very modern, clearer protection for women and children, and digital evidence, so 21st century ready. And some laws are vague, could be abused, more police powers, courts still overloaded, but speedy trial deadlines sound good, yeah? But only if you actually have enough judges. Yeah, that's like asking your professor to grade 5,000 exam sheets overnight. Possible? Sure. Likely, but only with unlimited coffee, yeah? So, here's the verdict. Old laws were Doordarshan, drama, slow, grainy, black and white. The new laws, more Boston legal, fast-paced, stylish, and better suits. Will they solve everything? Not unless the system itself changes. But at least India's laws have finally caught up with the century we live in. And if you didn't learn anything today, at least you saw me pretend to be a Stephen Colbert in a 1995 suit that smells like mothballs. Good night, everybody. This was your host, Nandana.